Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a double unboxing and first impressions featuring two fragrances that couldn't be more different in personality, but both are absolute heavyweights in niche perfumery. So I'll unbox each one, talk a bit about their fragrance houses, who they are, what they stand for. Then we'll go into notes, accords, on-skin impressions, and how these perform in hot or summer weather. So you know that I live in Manila, and most of the time the weather is very warm. Otherwise, it's rainy and it's typhoon season. So the first one is this 75 ml bottle of Sedley, and this is from Parfums de Marly. Let's do an unboxing. Parfums de Marly is a French niche fragrance house founded in 2009. So this is relatively new in the scene. And the brand draws heavy inspiration from 18th century French royalty, particularly the court of King Louis XV, where fragrance and horses were both symbols of status and refinement. And as you can see, look at this wonderful detail that they have here in the box. And this is what the bottle looks like. So this is the smaller bottle. There is a bigger bottle. I believe it's 125 ml. But since I have a lot of perfumes already, I settled for the smaller 75 ml. So the overall DNA of Parfums de Marly tends to be bold, luxurious, often slightly sweet, rich, or powerful. It's designed to make an impression, and their fragrances often feature strong projection, noticeable longevity, and a very polished, crowd-appealing style despite being niche. So, to be honest, this is my first Parfums de Marly perfume. I initially was drawn to the women leaning perfumes like the Lina, the Oriana, and Valaya, but I really couldn't, get myself to buy those perfumes which are more expensive. And actually, I've been smelling a lot of the Lina when I was traveling in Europe. So while they're niche, they are very much something that I smell and notice and recognize every day or when I was traveling in Europe. So a lot of women, I guess, were wearing the Lina, which instantly made appeal less for me. So Sedley, however, sits slightly apart from their heavier releases like Leighton, Carlisle or Carlise, or Pegasus. This one is clearly designed to appeal to a younger, more modern demographic and to people looking for a premium fresh fragrance that still feels, unique. Visually, the blue bottle already tells you how the fragrance will project or smell like. So, to me, the color reminds me of cool, clean, and refreshing. Perfect for summer weather, I believe. So according to Parfum de Marly's official listing and also from Fragrantica, Sedley is built around fresh citrus aromatic herbs and a clean woody musky base. Let's do a few spritz. Top notes include bergamot, mandarin, lemon, grapefruit, mint. And this combination immediately signals brightness and coolness. So this perfume is actually marketed for both men and women. This is unisex. But in the onset, it smells a bit leaning more masculine, but let's see how it develops on my skin. The middle notes include lavender, geranium, and rosemary. So these bring in that aromatic fougere character, but done in a very airy, modern way. So the lavender, I think that's what brings in the masculine type for this fragrance. Geranium is something that's really grounded or more heavy, but I think it can still be rocked or worn by women. And then base notes would be ambroxan, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, and vetiver. The base is clean, smooth, and contemporary, very much aligned with modern niche freshness. So, right off the bat, the first spray is extremely crisp. The opening is bursting with icy citrus and mint, perfect for summer weather. The grapefruit and bergamot give it a slightly bitter zest, while the mint adds this chilled, almost effervescent feel. And then as it settles, the lavender and rosemary start to ground the fragrance. It becomes less sharp and more well groomed, almost like a luxury barbershop, but fresher and more modern. The ambroxan in the base gives it a musky, transparent aura rather than a heavy dry down. So on my skin, this feels clean, confident, very put together, nothing screechy, nothing cloying. In hot or summer weather, I think Sedley will absolutely shine. This will really complement your getup. I think this is the type of fragrance that cuts through heat. It feels refreshing instead of suffocating, and it actually smells better when it warms up on skin. So it also gives off just that stepped out of a luxury hotel vibe. So it's perfect for office wear in summer, daytime events, travel, especially to warm and humid climates. I think this leans a little bit more masculine, but yes, this is definitely something that women can also wear if they want to. So projection is moderate but noticeable, but for a fresh fragrance, the longevity is really impressive. As you know, citrus fragrances tend to, last just a couple of hours. So that is Parfums de Marly Sedley. So now let's move on to the second fragrance, and it's from the house of Labo. So this one I was able to purchase off a credible seller. This is not the first time that I purchased from them. So they immediately disclosed to me that they've already unsealed it, but they've assured me that this is new. So I will be testing here on camera if this perfume is really new. So if I didn't say it, this is Le Labo Santal 33. This was bottled late last year, so still fairly new and okay. Le Labo, as you all know, was founded in New York in 2006, and the brand positions itself very differently from Parfums de Marly. So opening it up, this is what the bottle looks like. We put down the box. So instead of opulence and boldness, Le Labo focuses more on the artistry, minimalism, raw and textured compositions. So their fragrances often feel intellectual, or it's gender neutral. Their entire collection is unisex. So that's something for you to, something that you have to relate to your personality, to your overall style. They also call this the slow fragrance trend or something. Um, but yeah, it's not your usual or your typical fragrance line. So this may also be challenging to people. So this is something that, you know, if you're very much into the designer or strong niche fragrances, you might have to get used to Le Labo's, you know, very personal and scents that are not so projecting, mostly, you know, very intimate scents. So Le Labo's DNA is about creating scents that, as I mentioned, feel personal, almost like they blend with your skin rather than sit on top of it. So demographics for these would include, you know, creative professionals, minimalists, those that, you know, prefer to keep to themselves, possibly introverts, but of course, if you're an extrovert and you can rock this, go ahead and do it. So people who value vibe and identity over mass appeal. And Santal 33 is the fragrance that put Le Labo on the global map. So, according to Le Labo website and Fragrantica, Santal 33 is centered on a dry, smoky sandalwood composition. Top notes include cardamom. Its heart notes include iris and violet, and base notes are Australian sandalwood, cedarwood, leather, papyrus. Main accords here would be woody, leathery, aromatic, slightly powdery, and musky. So, as soon as I sprayed it on my skin, it's immediately recognizable. People were saying that there was a time that New York smelled like Santal 33. And Zara was also able to create a perfume that was inspired by Santal, and they called it um, energizingly New York or something similar. So on my skin, Santal 33 opens dry and spicy with that cardamom giving it a gentle bite. Almost immediately, the sandalwood comes through, but it's not creamy in a sweet way. It smells dry, wood forward, slightly papery and leathery. So this is where people get the pencil shavings or sun heated wood association, and honestly, I get it. It makes sense. In hot or summer weather, Santal 33 is a very different experience from Sedley. It's not refreshing, but it is magnetic when used correctly. So in the heat, it becomes more skin scent focused, the dryness is emphasized, the projection softens, but longevity remains strong. So if you're gonna wear this in warm weather, wear this fragrance lightly. It's still best suited for evenings, casual but stylish settings, and air-conditioned environments. So this is something that's really for cooler weather. So, um, to summarize or to cap it all off, Sedley is bright, modern, refreshing, perfect for hot daytime weather, while Sandal 33 is dry, woody, and iconic. It's more about identity and mood, even in warm climates. They're completely different takes on niche perfumery, but both deserve their reputation. So, why would you ask, did I buy these two very distinct and different perfumes? First of all, Sedley is not available anymore in my authorized retailers. They've been out of stock since last year, and I was able to get someone to source it for me. On the other hand, this one they were selling it at a discount, so I just went ahead and got this. In the store, I was able to test it a couple of times on my skin, and yeah, it's not love at first sniff initially, but I was able to, appreciate and eventually able to really see the beauty of Santal 33. So this one is acquired taste. It's not for everyone. I don't suggest you blind buy. Also, Sedley, I don't suggest you blind buy. Any perfume for that matter is something that you need to test on your skin. Let it stay for a couple of hours on your skin. Let it mingle with your sweat, with your pheromones, with other products that you put in your body, such as lotions, and see if that works for you. Otherwise, if you need to blind buy in small decants or testers, and let test it on your skin in the morning, in the evening, warm weather, cold weather, so that you can really see how it will smell on your skin. So that is it, everyone. I hope you liked this video. Please comment if you've tried any of these perfumes, or if not, which Parfums de Marly you've tried and you've liked that you can recommend to me for hot summer types of weather. And for Labo, what are you currently using, or what is one Labo scent that you prefer for hot and summer weather? Thank you so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys!